catch right there. And we were talking about how there should have been a first slip in place. I think that was right into the hands of the first slip if we had that fielder. And when you've got your opponents 4 down, 2 new batters, the mindset was right in the last over when they were attacking. I think they should definitely be going for the attack over here as well. We still see no slip.
Again, struggling with the line. Oh, no ball in fact. Going to be a free hit. Not good news for Iran here.
So more freebies over here for Nepal, and this will be really good for Deepak Dumre because he gets a ball that he can't get out of, and he'll be looking to smack that one away for 6. That'll go a long way in helping him settle on the crease and help him with his confidence. Salim running in for the free hit. That's smashed away. That's going to go all the way.
What a pick! What a pick over the left!
That's gone all the way for 6.
Brilliant strike. This Nepali batters have utilized all the free hits. They've had maximum in all the free hits so far in the innings. That's commendable.
Yeah, that's right. They've really not missed out on free hits. There have been one too many free hits that have been given away to them as well, and utilizing every single time. So that will really help Deepak Dumre with his confidence. Salim Tal running in.
Another thick outside edge. I think putting the ball in the right areas is still giving the bowlers something off the pitch, and I believe they should have a slip to put pressure on the batters. This is a crucial passage of play for both the teams. Iran looking for the 5th wicket and Nepal looking to build a partnership after 2 of their set batters getting out. Dev and Deepak put on a quick fire and a mammoth partnership.
You've got to feel they missed out a huge opportunity in that over with that edge outside off.
Yeah, it's all about being that intuitive. You have to be one step ahead of the game. They say there are no ifs and buts in cricket.
There were 2 new batsmen out there and was certainly a very good opportunity to attack them a little bit. But I suppose Salim has been struggling a little bit with his line and length. So maybe the captain thought that it's not going to be a best option, but that's how it works in cricket, you know. Yeah. So opportunity gone begging over there, because I think that was a very important opportunity, because if they had Nepal down 5 down over here, that would have given them a huge opportunity to restrict them under 300.
Yeah.
So Zaid Raisi is going to continue over here against the right-hander. Zaid has been really good against the right-hander. He's able to get that shape away from the right-handed batsman. They've sent the 3rd man back this time round. So 3rd man will be deep. A more conventional 5-4 field now. Six-3 rather. The 3 deep fielders, fine leg, deep mid wicket, and long on outside on the leg side.
Third man's been pushed back for this over, so it'll be a single only. The Nepali batters are doing it nicely, especially with the left-handed, right-handed combination. They are rotating the strike and making it difficult for the Iranian bowlers.
So 23.2 overs now gone. Nepal still comfortable at 200.
The Nepali batters are doing it nicely, especially with the left-handed, right-handed combination. They are rotating the strike and making it difficult for the Iranian bowlers.
Around the wicket to the left-hander.
Goes over the covers. Has it got enough to go to the boundary? Yes, it does.
Over the infield, another boundary coming to Nepal. That was now gone. Nepal just too far outside off stump.
Nepali batters are doing it nicely, especially with the left-handed, right-handed combination.
Dipesh a chance to freeze on.
and get about the
strike
and
over here.
making it difficult.
Yeah, that's
for
the first boundary
Iranian
from Hitesh as
bowlers.
well. That'll give him a little bit of confidence.
to the
So,
left-hander.
not the kind of delivery you want to be bowling.
Goes over the covers.
Completely new batter.
Has it got enough to go to the boundary? Yes, it does.
But, easy one.
Over the
More
8
delay than the boundary.
boundary.
Coming
Single
from
only.
Nepal, that was
now gone. Nepal
just too
still
far
comfortable
outside
at
of
side.
now.
Nepali batters are doing it
Nepali
well,
is
especially
very
at the
economical
left-hand
so
and
far.
right-hand
Giving
Dipesh a chance to free his arm
coming back.
and get about the over
This time it's in the air. Yeah, that's the first boundary from Hitesh as well.
That was a well-directed shot pitch. I think Dipesh was not expecting
Goes
it.
over the covers. Completely new batter.
Came out very quickly and did not get it in the right spot of the bat, but not have enough to carry to the mid-wicket fielder. Just a single in the end. But that was a well-deserved delivery, well-directed delivery.
This is something we haven't really seen from the Iranian bowlers today. That is a short delivery. So finally, in the 24th over,
That was a well-directed shot pitch. I think Dipesh was not expecting
kind
it.
of ball. So
Right spot of the bat, but not have enough to carry to the mid-wicket fielder. Just a single in the end. Single on the front foot. Well-deserved delivery.
otherwise very, very impressive. So far, he's bowled 5 overs, given away 3 runs for 1 wicket. So he's put the pick of the Iranian bowlers so far for sure. Zahid Raisi. He took that excellent catch in the deep as well. And with that, 24 overs are now gone. Rather, there's one more delivery to come, pardon. Zahid Raisi is just going to finish this one off. So 23.5 overs gone. Zahid Raisi has given away 23 runs for the return of 1 wicket. Very economical so far. Last ball of this over. And
Excellent effort, that steaming in his 5th over and ending it up with a good, well-directed bouncer.
Zahid is really beginning to bowl some of those bouncers. It's a shame that it's coming only in the 24th over. I would have liked to see that earlier on when he opened the ball as well. But nevertheless, a good end of a very good over from Zahid Raisi. 24 now gone. Nepal 212 for 4. Zahid Raisi out of his 5 has given away 23 for 1 and picked up that fantastic catch in the deep mid-wicket region earlier to dismiss Dave Kanal. So he's really been the pick of the bowlers, and he's definitely one of the better players on the Iranian side. So they'll be looking to him to get a few more over here.
And mind you, it's never easy for a pacer to bowl bouncer in the last delivery because the bouncer takes effort for a regular or a normal 2 deliveries. So, and him bowling his 5th over, I think that was a super effort, bending his back, well-directed bouncer to end the over.
Yeah, he's a tall lad as well. His height definitely helps him with those deliveries. But as you said, in the words, the end of your over, you're also running out of gas a little bit. You've just steamed in for 5 deliveries. Definitely not easy. So, well done, Zahid. And it's going to be a continuation from Niazmand. Salman Niazmand is going to continue with his off spin over here. So, only 1 over coming from Dadman Raisi. I think they went back to their paces after 2 new batters came in just to try and attack the 2 new batters. But there haven't been any fall of wickets. So they've gone back to their spinners. Salman Niazmand. Full toss. And this time missing out a little bit Nepal on that full toss.
The length will continue for the Iranian spinners. They haven't been able to find the right length today. Been touch short or a tad full up. Hit hard but straight to the point fielder. No run again, 2 dot balls. Another full toss, smacked over country for a maximum. Poor bowling from Iran gets the punishment that it deserved.
This time, no mistake from Deepak Dumre. Once again, a full toss. We bowled the full toss once, missed out, but he's not going to miss out twice. So the troubles continue in the field over here from Nepal. And this is the thing about 50 over cricket. The middling overs are very, very important. You cannot take your foot off the pedal. Salman over here, this time down the leg side, and that's going to be a wide. So Salman struggling a little bit over here with his off spins.
As you said, Umair, the fielding team cannot afford to give so many boundaries and sixers in the middle overs. Those are the times you look to concede only the singles and twos and try to keep the scoring rate lower after the restrictions are gone.
That was a much better delivery, beating the outside edge of the batter. A dot ball, a rare dot ball over here for Iran. So,
and what we've been seeing is if they are hitting the right lengths, there is still something off the pitch for both the spinners and pacers.
Once again, a little bit down the leg side.
Half scoop, half sweep for a single to fine leg. The line has to be better. The previous ball, he beat the batter outside off stump, and the next ball was down the leg side. So the Iran bowlers needs to have a little bit more consistent areas, be hitting the right areas to trouble the Nepali batters. Short ball, but a little bit well directed, better directed on stump line. And that's the end of the over. Nepal are 220 for 4 at the end of 25 overs.
So we are halfway through this innings. And at this stage, Nepal looking very, very comfortable at 220 for 4. Zaid Raisi is going to continue over here, the pacer. He's been impressive. And if he can pick up 1 or 2 wickets over here, then that will go a long way for Iran to try and restrict Nepal under 300 over here.
Yeah, much needed breakthrough for the Iran team. I think there's a small partnership building up here, which they need to break. And timed beautifully to mid-off. A well-taken single. The left-hand, right-hand combination working well for Nepal. Deepesh on strike. 6 of 8 balls. Another wide. The left-right combination not helping Iranian bowlers. They're struggling to adapt to the line. But Zaid Raisi in his 6th over has been giving his heart out, steaming in delivery after delivery, looking to hit the right areas to get a breakthrough.
That certainly has been the pick of the Iranian bowlers.
That's sloppy fielding. That shouldn't have been a 2 inside edge. The mid-wicket fielder slow to get to the ball, and the batters race for the second. Excellent shot between mid-on and mid-wicket. Well covered as well by the mid-on fielder. Keeps it down to a single. Deepesh looking good now, timing it well and middling most of the deliveries. Shot and pulled in front, but just a single to long on. The scoreboard sticking, and so they're rotating the strike nicely. The Nepali batters making it difficult with a right and left combination for the Iran bowlers. Deepak Prasad on 31 and Deepesh on strike with 9 of 10 balls. Iran have done well to pick up 4 wickets, and I'm sure if they can pick 1 or 2, will slow down the run rate and give themselves a fair chance to restrict Nepal. Excellent delivery that.
Yeah, from the warm-up games, what we've seen, Sunil, is that bowling seems to be the strength of the Iranian side. They played 2 games against domestic clubs over here in Malaysia, 50 overs games, and managing to get the Putrajaya side out for 127 and SSB only for 109, winning on one of the occasions. Unfortunately, on the other occasion, not able to chase 127 as well. So, seems like bowling is definitely their strength. And with the way that Zaid Raisi has bowled over here, he looks like a very impressive tall fast bowler.
Yeah, seems all hearts steaming in over after over and trying to hit the right channel. That brings the end of the over. Nepal 226 for 4 at the end of 26 overs.
Yeah, Zaid Raisi over there with a very, very fluent action as we talked about in the beginning. And that's definitely going to help any fast bowler. Bowling action for a fast bowler is very, very important. If you have good biomechanics in your bowling action, you're going to stay injury-free. You're going to have a long career. If you don't, you're going to pick up a lot of injuries. And unfortunately, we have seen a lot of great fast bowlers not able to realize their potential because of injuries. So,
well, it's the toughest skill on a cricket field. Being a fast bowler is the most challenging job on a cricket field, according to me. Swept in front, trying to take on the fielder for a second, and they make it comfortably.
Yeah, no doubt. Fast bowling is definitely an art, as they say. And once you learn a little bit about the biomechanics of a fast bowler, how much goes into it, you know, your shifting of load from your back to your front foot, the lateral flexion, and all of these things that go together with the biomechanics of a fast bowler, you begin to realize how hard of a skill it really is.
Nicely driven straight down the ground for a couple. Deepak Prasad Dumbre looking very impressive here. And these two have been running well between the wickets. They're constantly looking out for that extra run and taking on the outfielders and every chance of getting a double. Well, it's a no ball signal. I think one fielder shot inside the circle.
Yeah. There has been signaled no ball by the umpire because I believe they had too many fielders outside, and now you see the fine leg fielder running into the circle. So that was signaled a no ball.
That's unfortunate for Iran.
And they actually got away with it for 1 ball, Sunil. So umpires only realizing after the first delivery that there are too many fielders outside. I think maybe the batters pointing it out to the umpires.
That was a very, very well directed ball. Right up to the batter, not giving him room to get underneath or go over the ball.
I think for the first time we saw Nepal miss out on a free hit over here today. Otherwise, they've put them away.
Full toss, smashed, overshot mid-wicket for a boundary. Again, the length not being right by the Iranian bowlers, punished by the Nepali batters.
Lucky escape this time, not signaled no ball because that did look like that was above the waist height once again, but umpires not signaling it this time. So that's only going to be a 4 this time around.
Salman not getting his length right. Overall, the Iranian spinners have not been able to get the length right today so far.
The Iranians also feel like they're beginning to fall behind the over rate over here, Sunil. 2 hours have gone by. They've only gone through 26 overs.
Another full delivery. This time straight to the fielder, a deep mid wicket. A fumble and gives another extra run. That sloppy effort in the outfield.
I think the allotted time is 3.5 hours to complete your 50 overs, Sunil. And we saw a signal there from the umpire to the captain of the Iranian team to kind of start moving the things along. In 2 overs, they've only gone through 26.3 overs. So well behind the over rate at the moment.
That's a much better delivery. Yes, I think that's why they are trying to keep up a spin. Although the medium pacers have been effective, all the wickets fallen so far have been picked by the pacers.
Yeah, and I think the penalty these days is that towards the end, if you're behind your over rate, you're going to have one extra fielder in. And that can be very damaging for Iran. If in the last 1 or 2 overs, they have to have an extra fielder inside, it's going to make it very, very easy for the Nepali team to score freely.
Yeah, the infield penalties have changed the dynamics towards the end of the innings.
Physio running onto the pitch. It seems a little bit of attention is needed by the keeper. I believe the keeper has been struggling because he's got hit on the hand a few times of Zaid Raisi's bowling, and we saw him struggle with that. And he's been playing with that for a couple of overs, maybe not able to take it anymore, and a little bit of physio work required on his hand. And that nicely gives a break to the Nepali batters as well, just to catch a drink.
Yeah, it's always good when you're running so much. These batters have been running a lot of twos, and that break will be much needed. Otherwise, the umpires are very strict these days in terms of extra water being asked by both the sides, and even comfort breaks. Earlier, the bowlers would bowl a spell and come in and take a breather for 2 or 3 overs, but gone are those days. I think the umpires, rightly so, are very strict in terms of giving leverage for breaks for the fielding side. And when you're batting, as a batter, you cannot keep asking for water every now and then. It seems more regulated and constantly having to keep tab of the time.
Yeah, just to tell our viewers, you have 3.5 hours to bowl your 50 overs. And at the moment, we are past 2 hours and 8 minutes and only 27 overs have been bowled. Ideally, they should have bowled over 30 overs. So with 1.5 hour to go, 1.5 hour typically will get you 20 overs. So they could end up being 2 to 3 overs behind. And that would mean that for the last 2 or 3 overs, they're going to have one extra fielder inside the circle, unless they're able to pick up their bowling rate really quickly over here. I've seen the umpire signal to the captain to hurry it up a couple of times already. So they're definitely behind the over rate at the moment. So change in bowling over here for Iran.
Farhan Bahak is the new bowler.
Farhan taking the ball for the first time in this innings.
Another medium pace option, so they have to keep tab of the time and move extremely quick in between the overs, especially since they are continuing to bowl pace, at least from one end.
Running in over the wicket, the right hand pacer. Just tucked away inside the inner circle for a single.
Excellent running between the wickets by the Nepali batters. Soft hands and set off right away after playing the shot. Good understanding between these two batters.
So Deepesh Kandal now taking strike against the new bowler Farhan Bahak.
Another no ball. Full toss over the waist.
And you can see Deepak Kandal wanted to come back for a second run because he wanted to be on strike for the free hit. Unfortunately, I don't think there was a second run in there. So Dumre will take strike, and Dumre on 41 from 25, building a really good innings over here. Dumre, the left-hander, and an opportunity for him to go to 57.
Excellent save there by the fielder. restricting it to just a single. Should have been a 4. Iran gets away from that 3-hit delivery by conceding just 1 run. Full pitch, smash down the ground, 1 bounce into the fence. This is top batting by the Nepali batters, taking the attack to the opposition, walking down the pitch, taking it on the full, clean, straight strike, 1 bounce onto the fence. And Deepak Dumre moves on to 46 of just 27 balls. Almost carried to square leg, that one. Half flick, half sweep. Iran need a wicket here badly. Smart little partnership building up for Nepal. Beautifully driven, but trade to covers, just a single.
Last ball of the over to come from Farhan Bahak.
Been an expensive start for Farhan. Conceded 9 in his just 5 deliveries. Misfield there, costing another boundary. It's poor fielding from Iran. Disappointing end to Farhan's first over. "28 overs gone, Nepal 249 for 4. Sorry, it's 28 overs. Deepesh, the left-hander, batting on 15 of 15 deliveries. And Deepak, the more dominant right-handed batter in the partnership, 47 runs of just 29 balls. Another full toss put away to deep mid wicket. Taking on the fielder for a quick 2.
Salman Niazmand is continuing over here for Iran, and he's been a little bit expensive, given away quite a few runs, few extras, a lot of free hits, and Deepak Dumre able to contend with him very easily over here. Deepak and Deepesh building a very nice partnership over here. And with that double, Deepak Dumre has brought up his 50. So A 50 for Deepak Dumre, only of 32 deliveries. Really well batted. When he came in, Nepal had just lost the important wicket of Dev Kanal and Deepak Bora, I believe it was. And those two batters were looking very, very dangerous. And at the loss of that wicket came in Deepak Dumre. So he needed to rebuild the Nepalese inning, and that's exactly what he's done.
Yeah, excellent half century by Deepak. Run hard between the wickets, putting the ball in the gaps consistently. Excellent pick over mid wicket, well fielded in the outfield, but a comfortable throw for Deepak. Cut straight to the fielder. No run on that occasion. The point fielder does well. That's the end of the over. 29 overs gone. Nepal 253 for 4. Change in bowling, the captain bring himself on. Dad Rahman Raisi.
Dad Rahman Raisi was really impressive earlier on. And he did pick up the 2 early wickets as well. Another very nice, repeatable bowling action. Dad Rahman Raisi, he's going to take the ball over here. And he'll be looking to get this breakthrough over here because Deepak Dumre and Dipesh Kandal are beginning to look a little bit dangerous. Nepal, once again, obviously well set to get a total way beyond 400 even over here. The only way which Nepal can be prevented from getting 400 over here is if Iran is somehow able to pick up 10 wickets. And that doesn't look like the case at the moment.
Both the batters looking solid and their running between the wickets has been excellent. Good understanding between them. Rotating the strike nicely.
And that's been cut away. There's a chase from the fielder, and that's an excellent effort in the deep there by the third man, saving a boundary there for his team. Only 2 runs picked up by Nepal, but Sunil, in these middle overs is where you really begin to see the skill gap between the two teams. Obviously, Nepal plays a lot of cricket throughout the year. You can see that the Iranian team is just not able to penetrate through the Nepali batters over here.
Well, the batters have been solid. They've been putting the bat balls away and running very hard, picking the gaps consistently. They look technically sound as well, negotiating the bowlers. This is a crucial passage for Iran with the captain bringing himself on. They will be searching for the wicket, 5th wicket, to put the brakes on the Nepali scoring rate, which otherwise has been very, very good today.
Yeah, at one point, Nepal was looking set to get 500 plus.
Another full pitch, gets the treatment, pull away beautifully between the covers for another boundary.
That is a beautiful cover drive over there from Deepak Dumre. He's beginning to look really, really comfortable out there. Have a look at this shot. We have a look at the replay. That was a full toss and just nicely guided away. Cover boundary for 4. So Deepak Dumre looks set to get a big score over here. This time another full toss, similar result, and that's going to run away for 4 once again. I'm not too sure what the Iranian fielder was doing over there. Trying to stop that one with his foot. Again, they're trying to display a little bit of their football skills over here, the Iranian team, and very easily contended with Dumre. No,
Same delivery gets the same result.
same treatment and the same result there from Dumre.
This time on the onside, flick gently for a single.
And this is what we have been talking about 50 over cricket. That brings an end of that over here. So 30 overs are now gone. Nepal is 265 for 4. But this is what we were talking about, Sunil. The difference between 50 overs, because Dad Rahman Raisi looked very, very good in the beginning. And now he's beginning to look a little bit more casual.
Yes, I think the more the partnership goes on, the fielding team kinds of is giving it away. This partnership has been very steady in the middle order. They've been running hard. They've been placing it in the gaps. That brings the drinks. Nepal 265 for 4 at the end of 30 overs.
So when you hear the commentary, actually, even if I was watching, I would say this bad. Yeah, it's breaking. So what I'll do after this match, I'll send you like the previous series that we did. Listen to how much clarity there is in the ball. Over there, there's no clarity because of these mics. So we're back here at the UKM Oval, and the story over here is that 30 overs are gone and Nepal looking comfortable at 265 for 4. Deepak Dumre is out there who scored 62 of 40 deliveries, and he's getting great support from Dipesh Kandal, who's got 16 of 16. And at the moment, you got to say that Nepal is on top of this game. It looks like they're going to get well over 400 runs at the moment, and maybe even push that 450 barrier. And you never know, if these two stay out there, they might even push the 500 barrier, because they need only another 235 from 20 overs. They have certainly shown that they're capable of doing it, the Nepalis. And that, coupled with the Iranian bowlers struggling over here with their line and length a little bit, is definitely going to give Iran a good platform to go ahead and get that big score. So we're just about ready for the 31st over here. 20 more overs to go over here. Saman Riazmand is going to continue with the ball. He's been quite expensive today. And Deepak this time just getting a single and getting off strike.
Nepal cruising along nicely. Good partnership in the middle order between Dipesh and Deepak. More runs, more extras. That will be wide 3, way down the leg side. No chance for the keeper to collect. Iran bowlers have to cut down on the extras. Swept fine to the short fine fielder for a single. Nepal in total control now. Short pitch gets the treatment it deserves.
Yeah, that was a poor delivery over there from Salman. Just outside off, short. And with the kind of form he's in right now, Deepak Dumre, he's not going to miss out on those. He did not look too comfortable under that ball, but just managing to hold on to that one in the end. And we see the back of Deepak Dumre, really well batted by Deepak, getting 69 or 43 deliveries, maintaining that strike rate of 150 plus, Deepak.
Yeah, promising innings comes to an end. Could have been converted into a century, but he did it part in the middle order by stitching a good partnership along with Dipesh. Dipesh looks in total control, pulling the ball beautifully in the gaps, picking the toes comfortably, and also getting the odd boundaries. Full pitch, another no ball, dispatch away, 2 bounces to the boundaries. In total control, pulling the ball beautifully in the gaps, picking the... It's pro bowling once again, giving a full toss over the waist and also conceding a free hit now.
Yeah, Saman Shaky, we have talked about this. He struggled with the wrist spin. He should really stick to a little bit over here because his wrist spin
comfortably
that has led it to be a no
also
ball,
getting the
making any mistakes with the catch. So the ball is actually finding Dadman recently one of their better fielders. So that's been lucky as well for Iran. But what's been good as well is that they haven't missed the catches. So when you're playing against a stronger opposition like Nepal, you cannot afford to have mishaps in the field. And that's exactly what Iran have done. And the new batsman walking out now is Milan Bohara.
Yeah, good catching by Iran today, both in the infield and the outfield. They've been consistently holding on to the catches and the chances that they have got. The outfielding or the ground fielding has been little sloppy, but the catching has been good. And Nepal lose their 6th wicket for 291 runs.
I would really like to see Iran bring back their pace bowlers now because there are new batters in to bat and their paces have been impressive today as well. But what this wicket has really done at 291 for 6, Nepal was looking almost set to get 400 plus. So now Iran is a little bit back in the game. What's impressive once again from them, you see they've set an attacking field. They're going for the wickets.
Big appeal and it's gone. Another wicket goes. LBW of the first ball.
Let's have a look at the replay over here.
Excellent delivery first up. Pitched on line. Went with the arm of the left arm spinner.
So that's 2 and 2 for Saman Sheikh. We were talking about earlier in this over how Saman has to stick to his orthodox off spinners. because that's the one that he has a lot of wickets bowling the orthodox delivery. He bowled the wrist spinner for the first two balls of this over and he went away for boundaries. So someone really has to play to his strengths. That's the end of the over. Now 32 overs are gone. Nepal at 291 for 7. At one point looking almost certain to get 400 runs, Nepal. Now it looks like Iran has just put them a little bit on the back foot over here.
Yeah, the brakes are definitely on, and Umair, we discussed early on in white ball cricket, it's extremely important to have one set batter right through the innings. But with two new batters, the momentum has to be built again, and this Nepal will look to build little more partnership here through this. So both the spinners have picked up 2 wickets each for Iran. Short, cut, but cut straight to the fielder. A strong infield on the offside. 5 men inside the 30 yards, stopping that single, and one at catching with close in extra covers. Lofted in the air, straight to long off. Another wicket falls, wicket number 8. Straight down the throat of long off.
We have a look at the replay over here. Trying to go for the big shot and not able to clear the long off fielder. Straight into the hands over there. The fielder making no mistakes once again. Must give a lot of credit over here from Iranians in the field. The only way that they were going to restrict Nepal over here for a lower score is if they put in a good effort in the field. That's exactly what they've done. And now they're just 2 balls away from dismissing Nepal. This has been a strange game over here. Sunil, Nepal 291 for 8 in just 32 overs. It is a 50 over game. I would like to remind my viewers that this is a 50 over game. This is not a 35 over game. Nepal has 18 more overs to bat. And if they're just able to bat out 18 overs, they should easily get 360, 370 plus. But it looks like their batters went for another one.
Oh yeah, I think he was looking to go straight down the ground. Didn't time it well and it went straight to the throat of long off. Again, a good catch in the outfield. The new batter in Hemant Dami. Nepal reeling at 291 for 8. Salman picks up a 3rd wicket. The spinners applying the brakes for the Nepal batters.
Just to remind our viewers, once again, it's a 50 over game, not a 35 or a 40 over game. This is the 50 over game over here, Nepal. You have a lot of time.
Short ball, smack hard, but straight to the fielder. No run on that occasion. You can see the enthusiasm in the Iranian fielders. They're all charged up.
Yeah, they've really pulled themselves back into this game as we see this delivery over here from Salman Niazman. Salman
taking on the fielder for the good second run. Excellent running this from the Nepali batters. Straight away, hit and run. Good confident calling. Taking on the boundary line fielders for a comfortable 2. Hemant Dami gets off the mark. Short ball punched down to long on for a comfortable single. That'll be the end of the over. 33 overs gone. Nepal 209. Utilized the entire 17 overs.
So this is going to be a hat-trick delivery from Saman Sheikhi because he got wickets of the last 2 balls of his last over. And they know that because I can see that from the field set. But the batter over here, paying no regard to his hat-trick delivery, over the infield, over the cover boundary, 1 bounce for 4.
That was a rank shot and wide ball, asking to be hit and rightly put away for a boundary.
Not a good option to go for when you're bowling your hat-trick delivery. That was short outside off and the batsman obliged. So,
overcompensating this time with a full toss. I think it's gone all the way. Maximum again. Another 6 to the Nepal innings.
and with that, Nepal have brought up their 300.
And real quick time, the 300.
Nepal 304 for 8 in just 33.2 overs. So they have the score. They have a lot of overs in hand. They have 17 more overs to come after this. So if Nepalese batters are just able to stay out there, this only the last 2 wickets, they can still get that 400 runs. And Sunil, how important is it for their confidence that they go on to get that 400?
It'll be huge. It'll be huge, especially at the start of the tournament. Play on a mess. I think it'll be buys. Yes, it is. 1 run buys. This was a much better delivery, hitting the length. It's all about getting the consistent length for a spinner. But full marks to the Nepali batters. They've been extremely severe on anything short. And they dispatched all the bad balls away. Yes, they did get a lot of full tosses, but they still have to be put away. Glanced in front of square for a comfortable single. So Hemant and Subhash, 2 new batters at the crease. Still looking comfortable. Another full toss. This time along the ground. Finds the gap between deep mid-wicket and long on for another boundary.
We have a look at this replay over here. Full toss delivery. That's really not going to cut it. He wasn't able to hit that properly, but still managing to read the boundary. And Saman Sheikhi over here is not bowling to his field, Sunil. If you have a look at the field, once again, they've gone for that approach that they've had today, the short third man, the backward point, the point fielder and the cover fielder. So a packed offside field, but he keeps bowling full tosses and the batter is easily able to hit it away towards the leg side.
Yeah, they say you can't set fields for bad deliveries. 9 fielders are not going to be enough. Someone bowling his 6th over should be a little more consistent with the length as a spinner. That brings the end of the over. 34 overs gone. Nepal 311 for 8.
Yeah, Nepal have got a good score over here on the board already. And I feel, Sunil, that this score is going to be sufficient for Nepal to come out on top in this game. But that doesn't mean that they should stop over here. First of all, these young lads have to learn to bat out 50 overs. I think what's been impressive is that they've taken the Iranian attack apart. But what's been a little bit lacking from Nepal today is that they are struggling to bat out their 50 overs. It's just the 34th over. There's 16 more overs to go. And if they face stronger oppositions in this tournament, they're going to struggle from this point onwards.
One thing they would like to ponder over is hitting too many balls in the air. I think they have the ability to hit along the ground and pick up their boundaries rather than create that extra chance or risk of a catch.
A lot of positives over here from Iran as well. I think despite conceding so many runs, they have been excellent in the field.
They started off very well, picking up 2 quick wickets and then a fantastic partnership for Nepal. Another full toss, gets the thick outside edge, just a single to short third man. There have been far too many full tosses and short balls in this innings, and I'm sure going forward, especially from the spinners, the Iranian spinners will want to get their lengths better.